Mic check, max spit stats like a tactician. Link breaking plays down, surging with precision. Scoob got the jokes, punchlines hitting crisp. Whole squad on the mic, call it audible bliss. Gritter and gospel. We the chapel of the huddle, global reach, Titan speak. Breaking every bubble from the turf to the booth. Knowledge they colossal. Podcast the playbook, no room for apostle. Titans global, we break it, we mold it. Talking pigskin, the truth get unfolded. Max Link School, we the squad, we the code. Football mind sharp, taking you across the globe. Max drop gems, X's and O's like hieroglyphs. Link dissecting plays, no time for the myth. School keep it raw, laugh till you cry. Huddle up, Titans talk, no flag, let it fly. Every league, every player, we dissect the grind. From the draft to the field, future stars in line. Whistles blow, helmets clash, stories untold. We bring the heat like cleats burning through the cold.
From kickoff to OT, every snap's a tale. Global Titans, we prevail, never stale.
What's up, Titans fans, and welcome to another episode of Titans Global Podcast. I am your host, Maximus Titan Fan, and with me, as always, is my good buddy Link. How you doing tonight, brother?
What's going on? Thanks, everybody, for being with us. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Most importantly, get in the comment section. 2-0. I mean, we're pretty good at the preseason, I guess, but a lot to get into tonight. Performances don't always match the win column in the preseason. So let's just introduce Scoob and get right into it. How you doing, Scoob?
I'm good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing good.
Brother.
Tighten up, everybody.
I'll tell you what, I'm not doing good, man. I'll be honest with you. I am frustrated, and and I understand that a lot of people are like, well, it's preseason. You know, there's no reason to panic. It's just, you know, they're meaningless games and they're playing vanilla offense. I get all that, man. But you also have to understand that we are Titans fans. And we have been, what's up, guys? And we have been hurting for years now. We have been riding in the gutter, letting people talk about us like we're the Browns, which is just, I mean, it hurts. It hurts. I mean, we've always been maybe, you know, not the best or whatever, you know. But
well, the Browns have their own struggles right now. I mean, their now named starting quarterback is, anyway, different topic. Continue.
Yeah, totally. My thing is just I'm just tired of it, man. I just want a game or something to stand on and be like, see, I told you, man. We're not the same this year than we have been the last 2 years.
We won the game. We won the game.
So our thirds were better than their thirds or whatever, but our firsts weren't better than their seconds, apparently. I mean, I'm not I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated, and I need some positivity.
I know. Everybody makes it feel like we lost the game.
What's the biggest?
I hate to see what happened if we did lose yesterday.
What's the biggest disappointment thus far in your mind? Is it Cam?
Yeah, it's his progression. I don't expect him to be perfect or anything like that. It's his second year, so I still expect some mistakes and stuff like that. But it seems like we're seeing the exact same problems we were seeing last year. You know, the holding on to the ball too long, dancing outside the pocket, getting hit from behind. You know, I mean, yeah, field awareness, pocket awareness, and granted, like 2 or 3 plays later, I think it was, maybe it was 2 plays later, he comes out of the pocket, avoids a sack, throws a heater down the sideline, which should have been an amazing play if Helm could have drug his feet properly. But my point is that he does good things, but then he turns around and does the things that make you wonder. And it's not to a Levis extent. We were talking about that pre-game. It's not that bad. But it's just disappointing because I thought he would be further along in his progression than he is. Maybe it'll come around more in live game action. I don't know. But right now I'm just a little I'm not going to say panicky, but nervous.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's rightfully so. I think and it's not just like, I understand the offense is vanilla and you're doing the simple things, but it's still, like you said, the awareness, the decision-making, I said it last week, this isn't the ACC. You can't just dance around guys anymore. You can't outrun dudes. You've got to have some awareness of where you are on the field, of what's going on. I mean, I don't know. it still seems a little bit like the backyard football aspect that you would hoped would kind of be coached out a little bit more at this point. But I'm with you. I don't think it's necessarily time to panic either. I think this is what the preseason's for. And, at least we have something to talk about, whereas a lot of the starters in this league aren't even playing. And I mean, look, everything's going to be overinflated, right? Like people are going to make mistakes. Stuff's going to happen. So I don't know. I'm with you. I'm not in panic mode yet, but I definitely see the concern because it's just the same mistakes over and over. And I don't know if I'm not more worried about the defense at this point. Like the plays they gave up against the twos, man, like Winston being out of position, the play over the top, and then, I mean, the run basically right up the teeth of the defense. Like, I don't know. I at least, I think other than that, I guess they did well, but I expected a lot more out of a first-team defense versus a second-team offense with the pieces they added to this team. So I don't know. We'll see. And again, that's vanilla too, but I don't know. I haven't loved the product thus far,
Yeah, the thing for me, I think we're going to struggle with the cornerback spot still. I don't know what's going on there. Run defense is definitely going to be an issue. We've been having trouble with run defense for a few years now.
But it shouldn't be, right?
Yeah, I know it shouldn't be, but for some reason, we have trouble with the run defense. So, and also pressure on the quarterback. I feel like there's not been that much pressure on the quarterback this year. I feel like that's a little down too. But like you said, we're playing vanilla, so they're just out there. I think that he's just out there getting them work, so they're not rusty for week one. It's really just another practice, But and for Cam, I feel like Cam, he's still learning how to play quarterback. So everybody keeps saying give him patience. So that's what I'm gonna do. If we finish 3 wins again this year, then I'll panic about Cam. But I'm gonna keep giving him time and see what happens. But
I mean, fine, but he also shouldn't look like the worst quarterback out there, Like that's my thing. And look, I'm not saying he's worse than Levis. I'm just saying, like, when it comes time for the game and he's running with the ones, I feel like he should look better than Trubisky and Hooker and even Levis at times. Like he hasn't been that much better than Levis, if we're being honest. So I don't know. I think that's the issue people have is it's not necessarily that he's going to be bad or that this is a sign of bad. There just haven't been those flashes of good like we've seen in other preseasons from Titans quarterbacks. Like I think we expected more. You know what I mean? And look, I think they should have won another series last night. Like I don't think I wasn't satisfied with what we had seen thus far. I'm surprised that they were. I think that they should have left him out there another series, but I know you have to weigh the options and injury. But I don't know, man. Like it just feels like if you're going to play him till you get it right.
Yeah. Did you notice he didn't throw hardly anything deep last night? So I don't know if they were making him work on his short game in that game because. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they're making him work on things in these games that he struggles with. And I feel like that's why we're not seeing the stats because they're making him do things that he struggles with to make him better. So we'll see because when in closed practice, they say he plays way better. So we'll see. So I don't know what they're doing. There's no telling what they're doing. They're probably putting all kind of stuff in his head to try to make him figure out things. So there's no telling what they do in these games.
And I think Matt asked about the coaching calling plays or whatever. Man, we were talking about it earlier. The play calling is terrible throughout the preseason.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
They're not stunting. They're not doing any motions. They're not doing anything in preseason.
They're just going very, very basic.
They're just getting work in, man. That's what I said. They're just getting work in.
Well, here's my point. The difference is the guy who did show up last night, the guy who has been impressive throughout training camp and showing up on the field at the same time, is Anthony Hill.
Oh
He is
yes,
absolutely balling right now. He was
he
the
is.
highest graded rookie by PFF this week with like a 97 or something like. I don't know. I posted it earlier.
Mhm.
My point is, he can actually he shines whenever he's on the field. So my question is how long are we going to let Barton continue to hold this kid back? Because this is the second week in a row now he's had an interception, and I know it's just preseason, but
And a half a sack. He got a half a sack last night too.
Yeah.
dude, he was all over the place last
Yeah,
night.
he was,
You
we were
saw
we were
the
right there watching him, man. He's going to be starting. Just think of
yeah,
about that. You got James Williams Sr., Cedric Gray, and Anthony Hill as our young linebackers, and all three of them guys are playing fantastic football right now.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Drake
That's one
played
spot we
great
don't have
last
to worry
night.
about is the linebacker spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, not worried about him, not worried about any of those guys. I'm just saying that that's
No,
the difference, though. You put a
yeah,
guy in a vanilla situation, he stands out. Other players stand out for maybe not so good of a reason, you know.
right.
And I hate it that Kevin Winston had a great game. He had two plays
Yeah.
where he screwed up royally,
Hey,
and it got taken away. But the one where he just completely lost, and that's just chemistry. Them
right,
by the way, if you notice, who he was going over there to help was
right,
Flott. So it might be a little bit of him being over worrisome that Flott may not do his job so well. But
right.
it, anyway, that and then the whiff on the run or whatever. But
Yeah.
he was the last guy that was responsible for tackling him.
Oh,
So I'm
for
not
sure. No,
laying the blame on
absolutely.
him.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
just saying that those
And
are those are
that
two
penalty
that
on
went
him was
down.
suspect, man. That was a suspect penalty on him.
Which
Um,
one?
the one on Harris.
Oh,
I didn't. I thought that was pretty suspect.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll say that about penalties as a whole. I mean, I've seen some stuff about.
Because if you look, even Salah was like, "I need to go check and see this, and I need to call somebody."
Yeah, I mean, fine, but like if you're the Titans, there's just no margin for error,
Yeah,
right? Like
well,
that's
yeah.
you just like you can't. You're not going to get the calls. You never have got the calls. Like
It just feels
you're
like
not playing
feels
in the
like
prime
they're
time
against
games.
us.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not in the primetime game, so you're not getting the top officiating crews. Like you're gonna be one of the more penalized teams because of the chemistry. Now, you hope some of the pre-snap stuff is cleaned up. Like I think that's been good so far. I haven't seen a ton of that. It hasn't stood out. So I mean that's a positive. But yeah, I don't know. I think right now your weakest points on this team are unfortunately the quarterback position, which again, room for improvement. We'll see where it goes. And then the secondary. Like I don't know, man. Like that
Yeah.
we knew that was gonna be a weaker spot going in, but man, they're just getting burned.
We really need the front seven to help them out, don't we?
Yeah, and we
I mean,
haven't even seen a good wide receiver core against them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
who have they gone up against? Like the rookie from San Francisco. What's his name? The dude that everybody said should have gone before Tate. I can't think of his name, but I mean, like completely burned our secondary, completely, just over and over. So I don't
Right.
know, man. Like that, I think that's my biggest cause for concern right now is just the back end of this defense. And look, the run defense hadn't been great either. So I don't know. I just think there's a lot to figure out. But to Max's point, if anything has been a bright spot, it's been the rookies, the young guys.
Oh yeah. Even the second year guys, most of Borgonzi's picks have been doing very, very well.
well, there were also two very, very good defensive plays that were wiped away by silly penalties. I mean, part of what I was talking about when I said Winston had a very good game, he had an interception in that game. It was a clear,
Right.
it was a beautiful interception. But because I don't remember who it was. Damn it, I've got it in my notes here somewhere. But
And
somebody
that penalty wasn't even by the play.
Flott. It was Flott who
Yeah,
got
the penalty wasn't even by the play. It was
it
a
was
terrible
terrible
call.
In my opinion, it was a terrible call. But of course, I think
Yeah.
it's a terrible call. But the other one was Cedric Gray. made that amazing pass breakup, and then they
Right.
called him back because he gave him 2 thumbs down. And
Yeah. Taunting.
look, I'm gonna try to not use 4-letter words, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, are we I understand that call in high school or even like Pee Wee or something like that, but man, you don't call that in a man's game. This is a man's game. We're men here. You can't take 2 thumbs down, and it's because he was staring him in the eye. Of course, he's staring him in the eye. That's the guy he just balled on. He's not allowed to look at the guy and say "you suck" without. I mean,
not,
to me,
not
that's just
since
absolutely
2021.
ridiculous, man. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
I understand if he looked at him and told him, I got 2 words for you, or something like that. Okay, rude gestures, whatever. I get all that. But the freaking 2 thumbs down, that just is
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Can't taunt, just part of it, man. But
Yeah.
lessons learned. Lessons learned. I
20
don't even know. And look, here's the crazy thing. I don't know if they call that in college. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like they probably I think it's
They
more
thought,
on the border in college than it would be NFL, which is kind of crazy.
Ridiculous.
But yeah.
Ridiculous.
yeah,
But
it's
no,
pretty wild.
I don't know. It's just it's like my boss says all the time, because I'm a mechanic. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and we got like 50 guys all in one little area. It's not little, but still, we got a lot of guys that have a lot of different thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we all don't get along together. But, my boss is like, look, we're all grown men here. We got grown men feelings. If you got little baby feelings and you can't take it, then maybe go somewhere else. But we're men around here, it's a man's world. I,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too old school there or whatever. I don't know.
It's 2026, Max. You can't do that
Yeah, I know,
anymore.
right? I
You
know,
can't
but
do that anymore.
look, on a different subject though, Robinson. On a more positive note, Robinson has a much better rapport with Cam Ward than Tate does, and it shows like majorly.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And he gets open a lot easier. I think also is a big part of it as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
no, he's been a strong weapon. Go ahead, Scoob.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, he's been a strong weapon. He finds ways to get open, like you said, and I mean, he catches the ball. And I don't know. It just feels like Cam Ward's more accurate with Wandale, and I don't know. Maybe it's because Wandale has a little bit more quickness. So those fastballs, I don't know. It's just kind of odd to me that it seems like the only wide receiver Cam Ward can hit consistently is Robinson. So I mean, I'm okay with it. I just think we gotta find more consistency with other receivers. It's just been kind of crap other than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean honestly, the things that I was kind of excited about was our secondary, our 2 cornerbacks that we got, and the wide receivers that we now have. And I mean, Robinson's shown up; he's done well. But
For
other
sure.
Hail
than that,
Manor's showing up. And
Ayo's done all right.
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean Cam missed him on a touchdown last night. Yeah, I mean it was I don't know. Well, the wide receivers, they're doing pretty good, I think. But they said the other day that Jamar Chase had like 4 catches in preseason. Then look what he did his rookie year. So you never know. Like I said, it's the preseason, so we'll see how it goes.
I will say, like, of all the people to kind of let me down last night, that Gunnar Helm catch, like, that should have been a catch. Like, I'm the same, man. Like, you have to have a little awareness if you're Gunnar Helm of where you're at on the field. That was I'm not going to say easy.
Well,
that was one of the more standard toe drags in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't
but
love that.
Cam also said he didn't put it in the right spot for him to make that grab. So,
well, I mean, you're throwing off your back foot while falling backwards. So
DK would have made it.
Probably. Probably. But and look, no, it's nothing against Gunnar Helm. Like it's just
No,
that's
No.
that's
Hey,
maybe the
dude.
one time I can point to something Gunnar Helm did wrong. You know what
Gunnar
I'm saying?
Helm's gonna have a hell of a year.
I think so too. Too. Yeah.
He's gonna have a hell
I
of a year.
agree. Yeah.
Hey, what do we think about Tajay Spears, man? Like I'm telling you,
You don't run him on 4th and 1. You don't run him up the middle on 4th and 1. He's not big enough.
No, I agree. That's play calling. But like I told y'all, man, like if he stays on the field, that dude is an absolute weapon. And with I don't know what's going on with Singleton now. I guess that's kind of up in the air.
He'll be back in this week.
I mean, yeah, but do you rush him along if Spears keeps doing what he's doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
there's no
I don't know,
telling.
man.
Well, Spears did okay last night, but he still got stood up a few times too. So we'll see. I want him to do good, man. I do.
But I'll take him getting stood up a few times with the explosion he gives you. I mean, what was here? I thought I had this pulled up. What was his numbers total?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good for the most part, but I just don't want him to get hurt. We need him to stay healthy.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Look, I was going to bring him up because we're talking about field awareness, and that was a perfect transition. But I also wanted to be kind of quiet and let you guys get out what you wanted to say about Tajay, because I have not. I mean, I still like Tajay. Don't get me wrong, but I have not been super impressed with him, especially in this game. He catches the ball on a 3rd and it's like a 3rd and 3 or something like that. And he's standing just shy of the first down marker when he catches the ball. Yeah. You shouldn't turn around until, you know what I mean? You have to have better awareness of where you are on the field.
That's fair.
I did see him get stood up more than once last night. And it was a little concerning to me, just because I was thinking to myself, well, this is what it would look like if Tony wasn't available and Tajay had to take pretty much the brunt force of the running. And I thought that was an interesting way they did that, because I think Tony was in for maybe one series. I think he got like 3 touches or something silly like that.
Right. Well, he had the big pass play, the big check down pass play.
Yeah, that was the first play of the game, wasn't it?
Yeah. But my point is he did well enough that he could go away really fast. And then we got to see what the first team would look like with Tajay Spears. And I just wasn't impressed. That's all.
I would agree that I don't think Tajay could be your feature back. Like, he would have to be paired with somebody, whether that would be Singleton, Pollard, whatever. But I do think that, like, 3 catches, 14 yards with a long of 9. Like, I think having him as that check down option and having him as that explosive option in the pass game as much as the run game just creates a little bit of complexity on this offense that defenses has to account for. You know what I'm saying? I think if you just had say I don't know, and I'm using Dearness Johnson as an example here, but like a Pollard or a Chestnut. If you had a Pollard and a Chestnut, that's a problem, right? I just don't think you have enough explosion there. You have 2 guys who are essentially doing the same thing, who are going to pick up 3 to 4 yards fairly consistently. Like, it's going to get you through, but you don't have the guy who's going to bust out the big play. So I don't know. That's my argument for Spears. You've got to have a Spears type player.
Right. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think Helm is going to be that bust out guy on the screen and the bubbles and all. I'm telling you, man, he knows how to follow a block and he knows how to move. I think Helm will have bigger plays than Spears will out of the screen this year.
Yeah, I just think you need that guy in the backfield too. Like, it just makes me so mad about Jeremiah Love, man. Like, that would have looked so freaking cool in this offense. But, I digress. And look, I think Singleton can still be a big part of this too.
Oh, he's going to be.
I hope we get this injury stuff figured out. I don't love that. I don't love how they brought another guy in. That just feels like I don't know.
Man, they're bringing guys and releasing guys like crazy.
That's fair.
They signed one today.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just get nervous when it comes to Titans running backs and nagging.
Well, in a couple, 2 weeks, they got to drop to 53, right? Like after the
Sunday. It's
yeah.
Sunday.
Close.
Yeah, the game I think is Saturday, and
And
the
then
cut down
Sunday they
Sunday.
got to drop. Yeah, it's gonna be
Mhm.
And then
crazy.
it's the bye week until the first week of the
Then we
season.
can
Then it's
start talking
actually
about the
camp.
roster.
Yep.
No, we're gonna
Yeah,
break down. We're gonna do our roster predictions. What are you talking about, man?
there you go.
Anyway, couple other things I wanted to talk about. It might be a short show tonight because we've ran through some stuff, but I don't know. We're long winded sometimes, so we might stretch it out here. Anyway, the point is, Femi Oladipo I didn't see him like in any great plays last week. Holy crap! But I did see him in one really bad play. And they actually stopped him behind the line. And Femi, you know what I'm talking about. He grabbed the face mask, and my
Mhm.
God,
That
that
was
kid
last
is so
week, right?
lucky. No, that was last night.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that kid is lucky to have his head on after the way that he got yanked by Femi, man. And to be honest, those are the kind of penalties that really, really shake me. And I know that face mask is incidental and accidental. I've even done it myself as a player, but and I understand you're just going for something. You're just trying to grab anything. But
Right.
you have to know as a pro, you have to know. And he was looking at him at the last part of it. So at one point, you got to know that that's a face mask, and you should let go before you've got the guy's head turned almost at a 180, bro.
Hey, the Seahawks did us like that a couple times last night too.
It was a chippy game from the
Yeah,
kickoff, bro. I mean,
I
the
was gonna say it
kickoff
was
to get
very
to their
chippy.
sideline,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
and they immediately started going. I was like, "Geez, dude, we haven't even got started yet, and y'all ready to go."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hype.
So I knew it was going to be a physical game. Everybody was going to get popped. But other than that, the only thing that I really saw that I thought stood out to me in the game was that as soon as the starting lineup went away, Xavier Restrepo came out on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, Bryce
Should have had a
Oliver
touchdown.
also came out.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
yeah,
his first
and
touchdown, right?
It was called back. It was called
Right.
yeah, I
back.
was gonna
Should
say,
have had, but should have had a
it
touchdown.
should have been, yeah,
I would
but
count it.
I think and this might be a homer say or whatever. I don't care. I think he's going to make the roster. I really do. I think he has a really good chance to make the roster. And I think honestly, unless he just does some really stupid crap or these coaches, I mean, every now and then you get favoritism in coaches and stuff like that. But I don't see that with these coaches. I think it's all about
Right. Oh
competition and
no, yeah,
whoever truly wins that competition, I think is going to get the starting job or the backup or whatever. So I think Strep has a very good chance of making this roster this year. He has taken advantage of his opportunities in camp and in the preseason, and I think he's one of those dudes, man, that you just it's not that he makes the roster because he's just that freaking talented. It's he makes the roster because you don't want somebody else to snatch him up.
I
right.
mean, who are the 3 or 2 in that race? I mean, it's basically him,
I would
Oliver,
I would
Montgomery.
say if he makes this, if they take 7
Hey,
receivers, he'll be on the team. If they take 6, he's not going to be on the team. That's
So
just
run
my
through.
I
So
opinion.
run
agree.
through. You got Ridley. You got Tate. You got DK. You got Al Manor. You got Robinson.
And you got Oliver because he's the gunner.
So Oliver's there for sure.
Yep.
So
And
and
he's
then
sick.
I don't
I don't
know,
know that
man.
that's
I
true.
don't know.
That's
That's what
six.
I'm
Oliver
saying.
has not shown up that much this camp and not this off season at all. And I mean, I don't know that it's the injury or whatever, but he did have a pretty massive injury last year, so maybe that's,
Right.
holding him back or whatever. And yeah, I agree that I think that he's probably the one that we all think is probably going to be that bubble guy because he has been the last few years. But I don't know. I think that this new regime does things a little bit differently, and I think that Restrepo might make. He did well on special teams yesterday. Every time I
Yeah.
saw the kid out there, I paid attention to him, and
He's
he
hustling. Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's playing good football. He's making some catches.
Does he
I'm a
have the edge
coach,
over Montgomery right now, though? I mean, Montgomery had
Yeah.
that 20-yarder last night. You think?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he played more than Montgomery did, I think.
Yeah, and it's not,
Yeah.
I think
They have
Montgomery is the guy that
Restrepo
can
at
take
number
on the
2
practice squad.
behind. He's number 2 behind Ridley on the draft chart, I think. I can't remember.
The unofficial depth chart or whatever.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
2 behind Ridley in that
He was
spot.
number 2 behind somebody, but that
Yeah.
thing after like studying it was so stupid. Like
Right.
that's a joke, dude. You can't
Yeah.
go by that at all because it
But
was
I'm-
just horribly, almost
Yeah, but
purposely bad.
I'm with you though. I think it's. I don't know about Oliver, man. Like that's the kicker. If Oliver's a for sure go, then yeah, I think the chances are slim. But if they don't want Oliver for special teams and you're looking for a wide receiver at that 6 wide receiver spot, I mean, yeah, I guess he would have the edge right now. I'll give you that.
Right.
I mean, like I've said before, all he does is catch balls all day
Yeah.
long, and can't fault him for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they also got another guy that's just like that that's a starter too. That's a lot faster than him. Number 4.
Well, I mean, yeah, but of course Robinson's I mean, there's nobody that's.
I think he's going to have the most catches
Yeah,
on the team
yeah.
this year.
You're probably
I do
right.
too.
I wouldn't disagree
That's
with
what
that.
they were saying. Is the guy with the most catches the number 1 receiver, no matter what position he is in, or is it the number 1 receiver that plays the X? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it depends. For me, it's about reception and yardage. But
Right.
no, I don't think the position makes the player. I think the stats make the player.
Yeah.
I got a good question for you though. Do you know what the reception Titans era reception record is?
Oh,
Isn't it like 90 something?
Yep.
I don't think it's that. Oh, it is that high. Okay.
Yeah, 90
Yep.
something. It was Mason, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was 94. It was either
Yeah,
94
something
or
like that.
96.
Yeah. I knew it was 90
I can't
something.
remember. I think it's 94. But anyway,
Yeah.
actually, I think he's got it twice. But anyway, the point is, I think Robinson has a pretty decent chance.
Oh, he's going to
of
break
actually
it. He's going to break it.
taking that.
Robinson's going to have 100. He's going to have 100 this year at least.
I love the optimism, man. I need.
Well, you know
Yeah.
he's
Can I
gonna
take some of that
all time.
optimism and just shoot it straight into me? Because I need that.
No, I'm
Yeah,
serious. I mean, if
optimism.
you think about it, he is looking for him every play almost. That's his first look. Is Robinson. If Robinson ain't open, then he goes to somebody else. But if you pay attention,
Yeah, but I mean, how long till people catch on to that, though? I mean, it's just,
if you start doubling Robinson, then you're going to have Tate and Ridley and Manor. Everybody. I mean, we got good receivers.
That's the idea. That is the
so-
idea.
that is the idea.
And-
you just got to get him the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to get better. Like I said, Ward, you think about it, he's very raw still. His whole pretty much, besides 2 years in college, he was running and handing off. I mean, he didn't play quarterback. I mean, if you think about it, this is like really just his 4th year of playing real quarterback.
For sure. But you drafted him number 1
Right.
overall.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
not his
need
fault,
him
though.
to play quarterback very good, very quickly.
Right.
And I'm not saying it is his fault. I'm not saying
Right.
it wasn't his fault. He got, well, I mean, look.
And they
There's
did
too
tell
much-
everybody that it was going to take time with Ward. And they did say that.
For sure. I think you have to clean up the simple things first. And I think it's the simple things that are the recurring problems. And I don't
Right.
know, like that. I think that's where the fear comes in. But look, again, we're 2 games into the preseason.
Right.
Like it's not time to freak out. I don't think this is a sign of necessarily anything. And look, if you listen to the comments from Ward and Dayball and Saleh, like they're going about it like nothing's wrong. And that's how they should be acting, because it's not. That's how they should be treating this. Like, you want to make the mistakes now. And again, at least we have something to talk about. At least we are shaking the cobwebs off. Some teams aren't playing starters at all. Like, you hope that these early mistakes just prevent the early mistakes when the regular season begins. So, again, not a time for panic.
See, right?
But, yeah, we'll see. Absolutely.
Our guys are they're ready to play and not rusty, and hopefully they got all their mistakes behind them.
Yep.
We play some, and we come out there and just beat the dog snot out of the Jets. Not by a big score. I don't care about the score. I just want to beat the Jets down. You know.
No, I want to make sure.
I want to, even if it's like 24-14, but as long as we just beat them up. That's what I'm looking for. Fast and violent.
Really care. Yeah, just win. Just win. I don't care. Yeah. But I would like a nice showing, obviously.
It was just crazy to me today how everybody was acting. We won the game last night, and everybody was acting like we lost. It was just so hilarious. I mean, it's like fans. This is like Titan fans want to lose. They want to lose.
Yeah, but look, you lost. You lost the first half, and the first half was right.
We had a 16 unanswered game in progress. That was great. They played great football. 16 unanswered points, and we stayed to the very end. It was a great game.
But the meaningful football that you wanted to see from the starters lost.
Right.
Yeah, so, you had your starters against the second strings, and as a whole, they lost. So,
but if you look at Dan's box score, his box score looks pretty good.
Will Levis had excellent box scores until you looked at the fumble column. Like, it's again, like, it's not. I don't think it's a sign of bad, but I also don't think you have to say that there's nothing to take from the game and everything's fine. Like, I don't think it's either one. I think there are definitely cues that you can pick up on. There's definitely improvements that can be made, and you can recognize those. But at the same time, like, I don't think you can just sit here and say none of it matters, because the progression is definitely delayed based on what I thought we would see to this point. You know what I mean? Like, I thought the chemistry would be better with the receivers. I thought he would be able to hold on to the football. I thought he would understand that he can't just outrun defensive ends on the corner. Like, it's the simple things. So I don't know. And again, long way to go, but we got one more game to clean it up and then see what happens.
There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. I didn't even get to write it down. I must have just forgot about it when I was doing the homework. But JFM did not play last night. Again, Keldrick Falk was injured. They're hoping he can come back for the first week of the season, so we probably won't see him next week either. But my point is, we still haven't seen the defensive line at its fullest.
Right. And I think he's coming back tomorrow.
I hope so. I would love to. I don't care about practice. I want to see it in a game, man. That's my thing.
Right.
That's the whole point of the preseason, is getting to see it live action.
Yeah.
So I want to see our defensive line absolutely dominate people. And it looks like the only way that's going to happen is if Jeff and JFM are on the field at the same time.
Right.
I don't think you see that till the regular season.
Yeah, probably.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think we'll see that. I think we'll see it at Thursday's cross practice there. I think we'll see it. We've been seeing a lot of 1v1s and that and then practices.
Well, I think our cornerbacks are gonna take the brunt of the force against that too, because they're I mean,
well, yeah,
everybody knows you get quick to the quarterback and the cornerbacks get saved by not having to block for 3 seconds.
And plus, Salah said multiple times that he likes to split practice more than the games itself. So they do a lot more in the split practice than they do in the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was one of the questions I asked last week. So what's more important, winning the practice or winning the game?
Practice for sure.
Yeah.
When you're going up against the starters, absolutely. You want to You want to look good against the starters, but you also want to look good against the second guys
And
too.
if you hear Big Jeff, he said that they did pretty good Friday against them.
They did. That was the main disappointing point, man. I was all
Right.
hyped up for this game because I was like, all right, we're finally going to do it. We're going to put a really good show on. I'm ready. I'm hyped. I had all my laid out. It was nighttime, so I had already cooked and
Dude, it was
stoned for the
amazing. It
weekend.
felt so great at the stadium.
Had a couple beers, got in the mood, and then just proceeded to cuss at my TV for the next 45 minutes. It
I mean,
wasn't
that's been
fun.
light for the last 4 years, though.
Hey,
Like,
man.
we should be used to this by now.
Hendon
Yeah,
played pretty good, man. Hendon
Hey, bro,
played
I'm
well.
telling you, bro. Hendon,
Look,
Hendon could be a serviceable backup in this league.
Link, I didn't
if
want to
not
holler
a
Hooker.
starter.
I didn't want to say Hooker, so I said Hendon. I didn't.
I'm telling you, bro. Like Jacoby Brissett, Andy Dalton, like those names are who I think of when I think of what he could be. And
I agree.
like that's who I wanted. Like I just thought you can go back to the podcast when we drafted Will Levis. I said it, even with the injury, I think Hendon Hooker was the more NFL ready, serviceable quarterback. And I'm telling you, man,
He's going to be on our practice squad.
I dare someone to give him an opportunity. Like look, I'll be honest. I thought he'd find his place in Detroit. Like I was kind of surprised
I did too.
to see that move. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he gets a start over anybody at Tennessee unless some really crazy injuries happen.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like Trubisky's been the best quarterback in a Titans uniform thus far. So I don't know. Like it would take some pretty crazy stuff, but I'm telling you, if that dude gets an opportunity, like watch out.
Oh man, there's been
I
people.
have to agree with you on that.
Trubisky needs to start. It's crazy. The craziest one I heard today was Cam Levis. You can't call him Cam Levis.
I can't with that. I can't with that crap, man. I just can't.
No, it's terrible.
There's a huge difference between Cam Ward and Will Levis. Cam Ward doesn't give the opponent the ball. I mean, I guess he does in some instances, but he doesn't do it directly. He doesn't just like toss it to him like, here, man.
Yeah.
Run that in.
Will Levis wanted to helicopter into that end zone so bad.
Oh yeah.
He played
So
tough
bad.
yesterday, bro.
He had a wide open touchdown to the running back.
The check
Wide
down.
open touchdown. Like literally just toss it. Like just toss it and it's a touchdown. He's like, no.
He wanted to show that toughness.
Full steam ahead, crown of the helmet first. I'm gonna helicopter into this end zone. Like, dude is insane. And then the mayor of Nashville comes out and basically says that what is it? What is that he's the only one with a touchdown? Was that
the only quarterback that had a touchdown or something?
Yeah. Like absolutely
Oh,
insanity. And it's just sell
Right.
on the Levis thing. And look, somebody's gonna take a shot on the dude, right? Somebody's gonna look at this guy and say, like,
I just don't think we're gonna be able to trade him, man. Nobody's gonna get
Oh no, we're gonna have to
release him.
No, you're not gonna get anything for him. You're not gonna get anything for him. But look, maybe Pittsburgh. I don't know. Like that's the only team I'll look at right now that even feels like a halfway fit.
Buffalo.
Maybe. I don't know.
Buffalo want him for it.
I don't know.
I mean, he plays just like he plays
Allen.
pretty much the same way as freaking what's his name up there? Runs around, bulldozes people, throws interceptions.
It's got to be a team. It's got to be a team that has like a questionable injury quarterback and doesn't love their backup situation. And that the only team that screams that right now is Atlanta and Pittsburgh. And he's not going to Atlanta. Like Atlanta might seriously look at Shedeur at this point. Like that team is a train wreck. So I don't know. But again, I'm with you. I don't think you trade him. And I think even if you do, like you're not getting a 6. Like it's probably a 7. But man, they're trying to sell that dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's just like the Browns were last year with Shedeur Sanders. They were putting that dude out there every chance they got to say, hey, man, what do you want to give me for him? You know, anything over a fifth is a win for them. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I
gonna
don't
be.
know.
You know, they play him. They're playing him a lot in the preseason because they want to see if somebody will give them something. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's
For
right.
sure.
Well, I mean, that's what you do, don't you? I mean, you put your if you're trying to sell a car, you put it on the busiest street you possibly can, right?
Right.
I mean, that's
Well, earlier, I had a guy hit me up on Twitter. He's like, "Why were you? I heard you cheering for Will Levis." I'm like, "Dude, I cheer for Cam. I cheer for Will Levis. I cheer for Hendon Hooker. I cheered for Trubisky. I cheer for everybody on the team. I don't want them to be bad. I'm trying to cheer for everybody on the team. You know what I mean?
That's fair, man.
oh man,
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not going to sit
I
there
don't
and
know.
boo a guy because he's on my favorite team.
I don't know if you were sitting with us, but when Levis went in, I think it was in the blue and white game. Me and Link sitting there, and Will Levis goes in, and this dude, like I don't know, 4 or 5 rows behind us, was just like, "You suck, Levis." Me
Yeah,
and the
see,
coach turned around and looked like,
right.
"What the hell?"
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, why? It's if you love them, you wouldn't boo. I mean, I get it, but
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. You're supposed to support the players, in my opinion.
For sure. And look,
I
and I
agree.
think and that's just part of the reason I don't think you can go into the regular season with him on this team. I just think for the sake of the locker room, for the
Well,
sake of the look, for the sake of the franchise, like it
I mean, they
sounds
say he's great in the
crazy to
locker room,
say.
though. He's not like a cancer in the locker room. Everybody says it's awesome.
I
So,
guess, man. I
you
guess.
know, I don't
I
know.
don't
Hey,
know. I don't know.
like I said, I'll admit it, dude. I'll be honest with you. I think his personality is fantastic. Don't get me
Right,
wrong. I think me and that dude could probably hang out. I don't know. He might be a little bit douchey, but other than that, I think me and that dude could hang out, have a really good time. Seems like he's got a sense of humor. You know, just seems like he's just an all around just a dude. You know what I mean? So
right.
I
Oh,
don't
we
wish
were
no ill will against the guy or anything. I'm just don't want him on the Titans anymore. Just go away. Go over there. I
me
don't
and my
even care if
cousin
he
were
goes
there
over
right
there
at
and
5 o'clock when the
themselves.
gates opened, and he was out there, and I was like, "What's up, Will?" And he looked over at me. He's like, "What's up?"
Well,
It's
it's
just
like people like to throw up in my face Malik Willis. Oh well, you know,
Hey,
y'all gave up on Malik Willis too early, and I'm like, look, dude, I am happy for Malik Willis. As a matter of fact, I hope he does really well in Miami. I'm rooting for him every day, except when they play the Titans. You know, I'm all
right,
about that, dude. I have no ill will against that guy. It's just that we moved on because at the time, that's not what was right for us.
right.
It's the
right
same
or
hard
wrong. Right or
conversation
wrong.
you
I'm
have to
not,
same hard conversation you have to have with yourself every time you think about Derrick Henry. It just wasn't what we needed at the time. It really sucked and it
Right.
hurt my heart, but it wasn't what we needed at the time.
and you
All right.
got nothing
Let
for
me
him.
ask you this. Okay, this is a question I was asked earlier. So, say we only win three games again, and we're sitting at the number one pick, and you know who's sitting at the number one pick this year?
Mr. Manning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
for
they going to
God's sake.
skip Mr. Manning and get a corner, or are
No,
they going to
dude.
say bye bye
Hell
Cam
no.
and
Bro,
start all over again?
if we're a 3-win football team, one of two things happened. Either Cam Ward got hurt like
Yep.
2 games into the season, and look,
He,
at that point, I don't know. I guess it depends
he
on what the
didn't.
injury
Hey,
is.
he didn't get hurt
But
last year, and they only won 3 games.
right, no, exactly. Well, again, there's two things that have happened. Either one, Cam Ward gets hurt, or two, it is so disastrous of a year for Cam Ward
Yeah, I don't
that
think
there's
that's going to
no way
happen.
you don't pass on the quarterback. So
Yep.
Right.
again, I mean, you're asking me hypothetically, like if they're a 3-win team, one of those two things is more than likely true. And
Yep.
in either situation, like I don't know, I don't
It
think you
gives you a
pass
clear
on a
path.
quarterback. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like
Start all over
that's
again.
crazy to think about, but
You have to. I mean,
you have to.
Right.
that's the NFL
Right.
we live in
You
right
have
now.
to.
If you don't
Yeah.
produce within 2 years, and I hate that, man. I really do because there are some great quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield and people like that that get passed over that are genuinely good quarterbacks. I think uh, Jacoby Brissett would have been a great quarterback in the right system. You know, if he would have came out of college in the right system, it would have worked out for him. But it's just that's not the NFL we live in. You get 2 years. If you don't produce well in 2 years, if you're not looking like a winner after 2 years, then we gotta cut ties and move on. That's just the way it is. I hate it, but that's not for long, man. Not for long.
Just think about that.
That's our
Steve
name.
McNair would have never been Steve McNair if we would have been doing
Exactly.
this.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Steve
saying?
McNair would have been
He
Malik
sat the
Willis.
bench
We'd
for
have
like
moved
2.5
on.
years before he played.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. That's how
Right.
it should be. That's 100% how it should be. I think you're better off as a quarterback coming into the NFL if you can set for 2 years, 1 year, like anything really. I truly believe that. But you also have this win now mentality, and if you're the Titans, like, man, that's a tough spot. Like going into a new stadium with let's not even, I don't even want to think about this, but I mean that's real though. Like that's real. If you're a 3-win football team and you're picking number 1, number 2 overall, I mean, yeah, I think there's a serious conversation about getting Cam Ward's replacement. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it's a business. I mean you have to. That's just
Hopefully that's
just
not
the way
fair.
it is.
Hopefully. And
I
I don't think it
I
is.
don't think it
And I
will.
don't think it is. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think it
Yeah.
will. I think we'll
Like I said,
see
I
the
feel like if
progression in Cam Ward. I still believe in Cam Ward. I still think
I
he's
do
gonna
too.
take the steps he needs to this year. I think by the end of this year there won't be any more question as to whether he's our franchise quarterback or not.
Right. Like I told you before, if we can get that offensive line in the top 20 and Cam can figure it out, we could be a 10-win team this year.
Yeah,
I mean, we're 2 games into the preseason and we're having.
No, I'm just saying the opposite of losing 3 games. You know what I'm saying? If we can get our O line in the top 20 and Cam can figure it out, he has the weapons to win 10 games this year. You can't deny that. If he can figure it out and the O line can be in the top 20, they can win 10 games this year.
It's there. There is the possibility.
Yeah.
I'll say it. Possibility.
Yeah, we have the weapons to win 10 games. Now, I'm not saying we're going to. I'm just saying we have the weapons.
I mean, you're an NFL team. I think 29 of the 32 teams in the NFL probably have the capability to win 10 plus games. But and I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, but it's all gonna come down to what Cam Ward can do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that,
and the offensive line.
And the offensive line to an extent. And I'm not saying like the other positions don't matter, but you know what you've got in your run game. You know what you're at least supposed to have in your defense. Like the real question that's left is, can Cam Ward
figure it out,
manage a game well enough at quarterback to just give yourself a chance to win?
Right.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you. And look, I think 10 wins is high, but I think 3 wins is low. I think realistically, you're probably somewhere in the middle. And look, I think that's what everybody kind of expects, right? Like I don't think anybody thought Saleh was going to come in here year 1, win a Super Bowl, and ride into the sunset. Like that's just not the way it works. But I think if you can see steady improvement, I mean, not really. They didn't finish the job.
Yeah, but they still went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and what are they known for now? So I don't know. But I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't think anybody thought that was going to be the plan. So we'll see. But I think if you can see steady improvement from Cam Ward, if you can see just natural development, if you can see him hitting open receivers, just see progress. If you look competitive, if you string together, if you somehow manage to string together like 2 wins in a row, which is unheard of for this Titans team, like, yeah, I think you're on the right trajectory.
Right. That's why I feel like this Jets game, it's not a must-win for the record because that doesn't. It's a must-win for everything else.
Oh yeah, look, if this team's 1-3, like I don't know.
Right.
I think 2-2 is like you got to at least be 2-2.
Yeah. Look, here's my thoughts on this, and I'll try to be quick. If I was to summarize this, I would say the world is not white or black. I tried to explain this to my daughter. The world's not white or black. We're not either. You don't have to be panicking saying that the Titans are just going to be a terrible 3-win team again this year after 2 preseason games. And also, you don't have to be completely aloof and saying that, oh, it's just preseason. None of this matters. None of this matters. Nothing that happens on the field matters, because that is just obtuse as well. There is a huge area in between called the gray area, and that's where normal life happens.
Right.
That's where all the normal people should be. And I think that's where we should be too, because we're not seeing the progressions that we thought we'd see as fast as we would see them based on what we're getting from the media people in practice. And I know it's their job to hype stuff up, but still, I think that most of our media guys like Wyatt, Turon, they give you factual, they're not saying, oh, well, this guy's doing great because they want people to think they're doing great. I think that's actually what happens. So based on what we're getting told out of practice and what we're seeing on the field, just isn't great for me. And I think that's where we want to see. We want to see what we're hearing about in practice in a live game.
I think we'll see it week 1. I just don't think he wants to show anything to anybody, man. Like you said, he's like they're doing the most vanilla of vanilla basic plays. So I think we'll see all the fancy stuff week 1. I just don't think they want anything on tape that anybody can study. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that to an extent too.
I agree with that.
I think it's very much a closed playbook right now. You're basically trying to get in football shape and hit open receivers. And I don't know, we've done it a little bit, but I just want to see it cleaned up some too.
Right. And we'll see this week, won't we? We'll find out if he's getting better.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what, we hope every week he just gets better, but we'll see. I'll say he looked better this week than he did last week.
No, he's getting better at things, but there's some things that he's just staying the same at. But he's also getting better in other things too.
Turd, man. I mean, it was awful. It was funny because I did like a satirical thing on Twitter, and I know a lot of people have a hard time getting my sense of humor, especially over the internet. It's really hard to tell people their true intentions by text. But
Right.
Somebody put up a thing. I think it was Glennon put up a thing where it was like Tate has the worst catch radius or catch whatever, supposed to catch the ball. He had like 0 out of 5 attempts or something like that. And he was the worst rookie, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how many of those balls were catchable?
Catchable, yeah.
And it was 1 out of 5. So it was like, well, all right. Well, when you look at it that way, it's not that bad. Tate's doing good. And you would not believe how many people were just like, hell yeah, bro, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Why are people trying to get on Tate? And I'm like, no, y'all aren't seeing the funny part about this, because if they were catchable balls, this is bad for our quarterback. Y'all, I'm making a joke. It's I don't know. Maybe I do things a little too much. I try to do too much. I got frustrated though. I was like, how are people not seeing this as funny? I thought it was going to be fun. I had a couple people even point it out. They were like, dude, if that means that Cam's not doing a good job. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the point.
There's a lot of people hard on Cam today, that's for sure. On the radio.
Well, I mean, rightfully so. He's the quarterback. He's the quarterback of a losing franchise who has done nothing but lose for the last 5 years now. Like, yeah, everybody's going to be overcritical. You're moving into a new stadium. You just rebranded. You've got the old heads who feel like they're taking their Titans away. Like, it's just the only thing that fixes all this is winning. Like, literally, that's it. So if you go out in the end of September and start winning games, then who cares, So that's where we're at with it, and I think that's the next step. And we'll see what happens. Go from there. Yes,
sir.
Very tuned on the preseason.
Yep, and we will be back Thursday night to talk about the game with the Bears. Took me a minute.
Indiana Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to training camp Thursday, so I'll give you some.
Oh yeah, you're going to go to the joint practice?
Yeah, I'll be at joint practice.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. I would love to go to the game, but somebody asked me if I was going to any of the preseason games. I was like, nah, man. If I'm being honest, the Jets game cleaned me out, dude. I mean, like, holy shit! I
The
paid a
tickets
lot of
are
money.
expensive this year.
Farewell season, man.
You are not kidding, bro. You are not kidding.
Dude.
Anyway,
Like I get why people do it. Like for the Eagles game, week 2, I could sell both of my tickets and pay for my whole season next year.
Yep.
yeah,
But I'm not going to. But I get why people do
because
that.
you're
Oh, for
a
sure.
good.
You know, I
fan.
mean, I do get why people do it, but
Right.
I want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I want to be there. So
You're right,
But-
man. That is Pee-wee shit.
yeah. But I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yep. All right. So great show. We made it last an hour. Actually, we're over now. So fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you if you've stuck around with us. If you haven't, hey, maybe catch us more at an earlier time. We do this every week.
It's easy to talk about the Titans for an hour.
Well, yeah, especially when when you're happy or when you're upset. Either way.
Right.
Point is, we appreciate you guys. We just like hanging out and talking about Titan stuff. We love seeing other people get in conversation. We've had great comments tonight, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, tighten up, everybody.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and until Thursday, tighten up, peace out, all that good
Peace
stuff.
out.
Yeah, peace out. Tighten up. You better be following.